Hello and welcome to Good Clean Gaming. I'm your host Shalindo, and today we're playing a game called Nightside, which has been developed and released by Omni Dream Creations. It was released, I think, a couple days ago, and I've been so busy I've completely missed the release date. Go me! It was in early access for, I guess, 4 months, and then it just hit full release, and they're still patching it. Looks like every few days they're releasing a new patch. So, yeah, as is the case with newly released games all the time. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna go ahead and start up with a tutorial because that's a quick way to kind of show off all the races without getting into hectic, crazy, I'm gonna die kind of battles. Otherwise, I'm gonna get really quiet when I'm not able to actually talk. Anyway, if you want to know more about this game, there will be links in the description to their website and to their Steam store page. So feel free to check down there if you want to know more. I'm going to click on tutorials here. Looks like there's 3 races here, the Nova, the Yix, and the Human. I've only actually played around with the Nova a little bit. So we're going to jump into the training, the tutorial session with the Nova, and then we'll switch over to the other races after that to show them off. So here's the mothership, and our tutorial instructions are up here in the top left. Build 3 extractors from the mothership. Okay, we'll do that. And you see it queues up right here. I've queued up 3, and they'll pop out. I'll toss them on these little points here, these little resource giver thingies, and go ahead and start mining those resources. Wait till that 3rd one comes out. Okay, that's 3. Gather 250 resources, can do. We're going to do that. Build a scout unit, we're going to do that. And in fact, I'm going to build a couple of those scout units, even though it's not going to tell me to do that. I'm going to build a couple, and I'm going to scout around and find all the resources, because that's what you do in a game like this. Make sure I know where all the stuff is that gives the juice. Come on, build some more. Build some more. We need more scouts. There is no unit cap in this game, or no food limit or anything like that. So it is very much open to the idea of swarming units. You know, building as many as you can, and just sending them all over the place and outbuild your opponent, that kind of thing. So that is definitely the play style you're going to see when you play this game. Send those down there. There's 3. You can hotkey. The hotkey method is a little different. You can't add as easily. Well, you can't add with shift. People are used to using shift and drag to add units to a group. Oh, found an enemy. There's an enemy. Used to using shift to add to a group, but you can't really do that in this. You have to use control. I know that's a big difference. Looks like we got a little glitch on the mini-map here, moving around between the different ones there, but it looks like, oh, still got a little glitch on the little map screen. Weirdness. Oh well. 3, 2, 1. I think that uncovers basically most of the map. So we're going to go back and start working with the mothership again. Ground control. We're going to build one of those. It's going to also tell us to build... oh, what is this? Defensive structure. Oh, that's cool. I didn't notice that before. There's our ground constructor thing. We'll go ahead and tell it to land and build right over here. Oh, there's our enemy we just saw right there. I think he blew up one of my scouts. Yep, blew it up. Lost one. And we're going to build a research center because it's telling us to. It says we need to build 2 seeker units. But I'm also going to build a bunch of these extractors. I'm just going to send them around everywhere to farm me some resources. I'm going to land this research thing over here. We're going to make a rally point for these as well, because I don't want them just going in the middle of the base. I want them going out. You have to think, in my opinion, you have to think kind of like StarCraft 1 when it comes to this game. You have to think about, you know, how you played back then. It is definitely more like that than StarCraft 2, at least from my perspective. Better graphics, though, than StarCraft 1. That's true. Predator, we need 2 predators. I also want to continue to just spam these extractors. And we got to send them around to places now. We need 2 over here. We need 1 here. 2 over here. One there. And one there. You're gonna go down here. You're gonna go down here. Getting lost in my extractors here. And once we got all these built, it's going to allow us to get through the tutorial a lot faster because we won't have to wait for resources constantly. We'll just be able to do instead of think. I wish there were lines that actually showed you where they're going so I could remember, why did I send you over here and where are you going, you know? That would be helpful. Going to plant these extractors where they need to be. Is there another extractor coming this way? I don't know. I can't tell. Extractor over there. You guys stop hugging in the corner and start extracting some minerals. Let's build a couple more of these. Yes, that's right, those. And you go there. Next one will go somewhere in that region. You go in there. That's really close to the enemy, so I'm not going to go down there. And you go there, and you go there. I think that's it. I think that's all we can capture. Anything else, I think, is going to be near the enemy, too near the enemy. So, ground defense level 1. Obviously, I don't think you'll be able to do this in a real game, because I think the AI will be rushing you a lot. So I don't think you're actually going to be able to spam extractors and cover the whole map. Yeah, you're going to get jumped if you do that. But you can do it in the tutorial, because tutorial! Sky Dome, we're going to make one of those. And then the high tech, we'll make one of those right behind it. Wait for those things to pop out. That one, we're going to land over here-ish. You're going to be able to get around the mothership. It's having trouble getting around that mothership. That's one thing I've noticed with this game is the buildings and the units all rub up against each other. So you can get into a lot of issues with pathfinding if you're not careful, because you're going to end up like getting yourself trapped for no good reason, because you know, if you put one path too close to another path, you can get units stuck against each other. It's just all kinds of bad. Interceptors from the Sky Dome facility. That would be here. 1, 2. This, he wants to destroy. Oh, this is an upgrade, so we can go ahead and grab this upgrade. The shield's level 1. We'll get that started. I'm just going to grab all the upgrades up front, so I don't have to worry about them later. We're going to get 2 destroyers. I need to be setting these rally points, don't I? Everywhere needs. All you guys, you have to have rally points somewhere. You can't just build in the middle of the base. It's unacceptable. Not allowed. So you watch these units; they get kind of stuck a little bit against the base, and then they scrape against it. It's kind of interesting. I set your rally point. You should be going to there. Okay, there we go. 2 intruders from the Sky Dome. Where's the Sky Dome? Sky Dome. And that already has a rally point, so it should go here. Research complete. Let's check out our research real quick. Go ahead and keep those queued up. Keep that queued up. I'll make sure I max out all my research constantly. Never want to be behind on research. We're about to have the last research queued up there. And we're about to have the last research queued up here. And now I'm just going to start spamming tons of units. We're going to go blow stuff up. It's going to be really easy. This is, like I said, this is a tutorial, so it's a lot easier to do it here than it would be in the real game. So I'm just going to start spamming tons of units. And we're going to end up with a ton of units. Because I can. I could also build... Oh, I can build a drone factory. We need to build that. High-tech... Building pod. What does a building pod do? Creates other structures. High-tech lets you research unit shield upgrades. There's just all kinds of stuff in here. Ground control. I'm going to build another ground control and another Sky Dome, just to make sure I completely melt the enemy. Seriously, why do you guys keep building over here? Go over here. You're scooching that guy off his extractor. Pay attention. Come on. Rally points don't seem to be working the way, at least the way I'm expecting them to work. Wow, what is that thing? 2,000 flagship. Massive air unit can attack air, can launch attack drones. That is awesome. Build 2 sphere units. Okay, 2 sphere units. We'll build more of these as well. Just randomly building everything I can touch. Research disable weapons. Okay. So there's obviously a lot of units in here. I just haven't been able to unlock them all. Okay, WET, WET. I like the little hotkeys next to all the buttons. That actually does help a little bit. Whoa, flagship. Look at that thing. I want to build another. I want to build another. Oh, we gotta plant these guys on their extractors. Got distracted. Forgot they were over there. This will go a little faster now. Is everybody extracting now? Everybody happy? Everything good? Yeah? Yeah, everything's good. Cool. Okay, we're happy. Okay, let's build en masse. RFG, RFG. Just keep them coming. WE. I may have overbuilt my production structures. There we go. You know, there was a time when I was actually good at StarCraft 2, would you believe? A long time ago. I'm horrible now. That's a game you have to play a lot to really get super good at, because there's just so much competition. At least there was when I was playing. I managed to get up. I remember back when it first came out, I managed to get all the way up to Diamond League, and I sat there and, you know, did really well. Got tons of wins. Got all the way up to like the whatever it was. I was playing Zerg at the time. Got all the way up to the like max whatever, you know, picture they had at the time, and I was like, yeah, I got the picture. Now what? And eventually it just was like, I started realizing as I was playing, I was like getting really stressed out. I was like, why is this happening? This never used to happen. I used to play games like this all the time, and I never used to get stressed out. And I don't know, it started happening after a while, that when I started playing certain games, especially like, you know, really high stress, high button clicking games where you have to move a lot and do a lot of things really fast. When I started doing that, I started feeling some weird like stress, where I just felt like when I was done with the game, I felt like I you know, after each match, I felt like I was done with a full day of work. That's what it started feeling like. So League of Legends and things like that, I started to feel like it was work, and not just fun work or easy work. It was like really stressful, high stress work, and I just couldn't take it anymore. So I was like, I'm not gonna do this anymore, and that ended my StarCraft career. I generally don't play RTS as much anymore, just for those reasons. That's why you don't see a lot of that on the channel. It's just not. I prefer turn-based stuff now, because the RTS stuff, again, just too much worrying about everything being so perfect and clicking things fast enough and not getting blowed up, micromanaging the units and all that kind of stuff. It's not for me anymore. Let's blow up this. Here's the enemy base. They won't have that much, but they're going to try to mount some kind of defense. We'll just go around and blow up all their buildings for funsies. Hey, look at all these little bugs back here. They're not even really, they're just kind of walking away. To like, yeah, we don't really want to mess with you right now. We're gonna go over here now. Did they seriously? They seriously just kind of walked up there and left the mothership undefended. Let's go blow them up, because funsies. Is there a reason why you're not attacking me? Hello? Attack me. Don't make me smack. Apparently I'm just gonna run through them. I don't know if this is because of the tutorial or what. But yeah, this hasn't been a challenge so far. I played through the tutorial before, and they actually put up a good fight. I'm surprised that they aren't putting up a fight now. Blow that up. Blow you up. That base actually builds stuff really fast. Alright, let's blow up the base. Bye-bye, base. No more base for you. Alright, so that's the Nova. And I'm just going to show the units that the starting units these guys have. The Yiks and the humans. Because, I mean, you can kind of see from the diagram what they have on the Nova. You can see the ships and everything, how you unlock all the different ships. Does it even show flagship? It does show flagship on there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like they got 9 units. And the Yiks unlock in this way. Start with a cell, and then apparently that cell, the mothership builds cells. The cell leads to all these other things. So this to me seems a lot like the Zerg. It's kind of like, you know, you build a drone, and then that drone can then grow into different structures or units. The Nova must be like Protoss, I think. They seem to be very Protoss-y. And then the humans are the humans. You build buildings, and then those buildings produce units. And then, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Neato Completo. In the game, there's also, you can play versus AI, which is a single player. You can also play multiplayer, which I haven't got into either of those. And there's also story mode. In the multiplayer section, let's check out real quick what this looks like. Refresh list. I'm not sure if there's, yeah, it looks like there's nobody online currently. So you'd probably be playing versus AI on the story mode for now, unless there's some reason why I'm not connecting. Oh, you can actually, okay, that's probably what it is. You can search for ranked game. And I'm guessing that's where you get matched up with somebody. So down here it says story-driven campaign featuring 14 missions versus AI mode with 3 difficulties and 12 maps, 2 to 4 players multiplayer with 3 game modes and a training mode. So that is Nightside. That's pretty much what's in the game right now. You'll probably have a lot more challenge. I've read on comments that if you play versus the AI, I'm not going to do it here, but if you play versus the AI, it can be quite difficult. The AI is good enough to wipe the floor with you, but that's just from a couple comments I read, so I'm not sure if that's, you know, exactly how the game plays. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Feel free to comment and let me know what you think of the game, and if you like this style of game, if you think it's a little too retro, you know, RTS 90s style, or if it's modern, or whatever you think. So if you're interested in the game, feel free to check in the description for links to the official website and to the Steam store page. This has been Nightside, developed by Omni Dream Creations. And if you like this video, feel free to click the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. And remember, keep it clean.